Hello everyone, and welcome back to another sketchbook tour. My name is Mary and I'm a designer and illustrator living in Canada. This sketchbook was done between September and December of this year, and it is an SMLT art drawing authentic book. They're only about $11 in Canada, which is a great price. They don't have a ton of pages, but the paper quality is super nice. Some of these stickers are by other artists here on YouTube. These are by Minnie Small, and this one's by Erin Naverdy. And then these other ones are just some cheap stickers I had lying around. This one's by me. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't know, I didn't draw a ton in this sketchbook. I finished all the pages, but it felt like it took too long for how many pages there were. And so I think something about that is that I wasn't super motivated to be drawing for myself. And additionally, I didn't have a lot of external client projects that needed sketches. So mostly if I was sketching, it was digital, or I was knitting, or it was painting, which is in another sketchbook that you'll see some other time. I've just got a heron on this side here with some watercolor. This is touted as a mixed media sketchbook, and I would agree with that. And I ended up really liking this paper with marker, so I used marker for accents quite often, as you can see here with this dragon and this little portrait. Some more dragons over here. And I like this blue pen as well. It's the Le Pen Flex, so it has like a flexible brush tip, and I think that's quite a nice pen. A couple tiny sketches here. This one was for my birdwing video, and this one was for some Halloween hats that I put together. Yeah, they turned out okay, I guess. I just needed to sketch my ideas out beforehand. Here are some more sketches with that Le Pen Flex pen. And I quite like some of these. I like this little guy mostly. He's one of my favorite drawings in this whole book. And then it's also a water-soluble pen, so I used some water in a few areas to sort of brush it out. And that was interesting. Mostly, you know, like I used this sketchbook just to screw around and do quick sketches and like decompress. I don't think there's anything in here that's like really groundbreaking or like super creative or anything, but mostly it was just like my wind down sketchbook. This is a sketch for something that I sewed for a client. It was a tool kit for a scientist's field work kit, so that was fun, and it turned out quite well as well. A few more sketches here just with some marker. I like this sort of mountain sheep goat fella, and a few wolves over here. And on this side I did some caribou. I love caribou. I think they're really gorgeous, and these sketches turned out all right. I don't really mind that the marker bleeds through because I'm just using this for practice, right? Like I'm not using these for anything else. And then a few in pencil. And this sketch here is sort of funny. I don't know if you can see, but it's using like 5 different colors of a very pale, very thin pen. And this is an Inuit carving that I have that I actually got at a thrift store. So yeah, it has some lettering on the bottom that I tried to translate myself. Anyway, I really like the carving. It sits on my desk. And here's a really good drawing of my cat. She slept, so I was able to get a good one in. That one turned out quite well. And a few sketches over here for a project that, I don't know, I was excited about briefly, but then sort of lost my muse for. And these are some studies of paintings of Lucifer. I was thinking about this painting in particular, so I figured I'd give it a draw. Something to do anyway. And then some Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep here, again with the marker as accents. This page just has some quick little dragons, also with the marker bleeding through. And then this I drew for a stamp for packing my orders that I ordered. And hopefully I'll be able to show that to you guys soon. I think it's in the mail, potentially. But yeah, I wanted something to replace the thank you stickers that I put on my packages because I ran out, basically. And then a stamp this way doesn't have backing paper that then needs to be thrown in the trash. So this will be a more sort of eco-friendly option and more reusable. So I won't run out of it because it's a stamp, right? Here are some swatches of Acrylics by Watercolour, and I have a video about that coming out shortly. I just have to finish the actual painting that I did with these, but you can see it has some metallic shades in it, and those are quite cool. And then a failed drawing of my cat because she moved. She was being really cute and then she moved. And then I have also been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I've been drawing a lot of sort of Nordic Viking type drawings. So here's some sort of dudes over here and some sort of dragons over here. And the long story short, I'm enjoying the game a lot. It's the first RPG I've really put a lot of hours in a long time. Like, I love games. I wanted to work in games previously, but I don't play them all that much because I'm busy, and usually in my free time I'd rather be making something. So I haven't been playing a lot, but now I'm playing a lot. Even though the game is a bit glitchy still, I'm having a lot of save issues, which is frustrating, but I think it's getting better. They're probably going to keep patching it, of course. It's still new. And as to the historical accuracy of the game, of course it's not accurate. It's Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed isn't real. But I do enjoy seeing the little bits in the costume designs and in the altered history of the project that are actually legitimate. So of course referencing the actual historical figures, but then also seeing some people dressed in really authentic Saxon clothing and stuff like that. Not everybody is, and especially the main character Eivor, very fantastical and extra. But you run into a few Saxons in the game that look pretty legit, and I like that. A couple of lazy sketches on this side. This is an animal called a bilby. They're from Australia, and they are the cutest things ever. So look up a bilby if you haven't. This side here, I was testing out some trilobite shapes for a project, and then I colored them with washes of my own paint. So this is the bentonite buff color that I've used in conjunction with the pencil sketch, and I think this is one of the best uses for bentonite buff. So if you have that paint from me, or if you're looking to get it in the future, it's just really nice with pencil sketches. Really nice to add that sort of like old school aqua tint feel. This side I was just practicing some calligraphy with my parallel pen. I'll show you here, this parallel pen in 2.4 millimeters, and I'm still sort of getting used to it. I'm not very good at holding it because I'm used to a more flexible pen, whereas a parallel pen is not flexible at all. So anyway, I'm practicing with it. On this side, some more sort of medieval-y guys, my friend's cat, and then I broke out the brush pen and did some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla type stuff to finish off this book. So there's a really, really quick drawing of Eivor and some dragon mastheads. And then on this side, a little bit of some deer drawing. These are just from memory, so they're not perfect. But then on this side, I did a little bit of research into some old deer carvings. So I believe this one is a Scythian artifact. And I just think it's really super cool. Like, I would love to make a replica of this. I love the antlers. I love everything about it, basically. And then my cat came to hang out. So I drew her a few times. And of course with brush pen, like if she moves or if I mess up, you know, then it's just the drawing is doomed. But I think these turned out all right. We finished it off with a final Mina. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this short little book. It's not a very long sketchbook, but the one that I'm going to use next definitely has way more pages, and so that video will be much more extensive. But it'll also take me more time to finish. If you'd like to see more sketchbook videos and more art content, traditional art, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment, whatever you feel like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!